Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus back again. I hear that there is a new kind of Christian going around. I think they call them white Christian nationalism, something like that. And they want to be considered Christian under the same auspices as Jesus, and yet they don't do anything that Jesus represented. They are about killing, having guns and stuff, and killing innocent people, kids and old folks. They are just weird, I guess. But nevertheless, they do exist. So I'm considering, as a social scientist and as a one who has received miracles in their lives, I want to focus on something that is very important to me. And one of the things that's most important to me is that human beings, all of us are on this earth. We are on this earth. And in order to be on this earth with purpose, we have to live. We have to live. So there's a power. This is what I'm saying to me, and I'm saying to you. There's a power that put us on this earth. Yes, people had to engage themselves, but we didn't come on this earth just because of that. That was a power that gave us the breath of life that allowed us to walk, stand, talk, whatever. And that power also, not just like the ugly things that we have seen people do, that power prepared for human beings to be on this earth. In other words, that power made sure that this earth would be our home, that this earth would be able to sustain us, to keep us, and provide for us. Not only that, the resources came with this earth, that we would have available to us those resources necessary to make sure that we do survive and aid us in other things of our lives. This is preparation. And we are here, and we got the needs. And the only thing that is required for these needs to be met is that we work. We got a job. We got a career. And that power made it possible that we could choose the career that we have, choose something that we love. So that power made it possible for us to be here, all of us here, and for every last one of us to be able to live. That means, my friends, families. If there's a family, a group of you guys, a husband, a wife, or however you guys put that stuff together, children, you're going through the family structure as we know it, that family has no need to suffer for anything because the people that are at the age to work, whatever that work might be that they've chosen to do, whether it's in the home or outside of the home, it is necessary. It is essential. It is provided to be able to make the things proper that we would require. Now, that power made that possible for us. Not just for just the families, but if you happen to be single, a man, a woman, by yourself, have the same kind of access to the living standards that you require, that you as a single person. And for those of you who divorce, who know exactly what it means to separate, know you won't be suffering because of pain, because one spouse is dominant over the other spouse. No, in this life, we looking after each other. This is what I see. If we got Christians out there who taking up guns, killing folks, hating people, racists and bigots, and calling themselves children of God, then I call myself a different kind, a new Christian, a new Christian. And I want to see if anybody want to join with this new Christian. And this new Christian is saying to everybody that in order for this to be real, we've got to make some real changes. And I'm not talking about this fluky dookie changes. In order for us to live on this earth the way we're supposed to live on this earth, we're going to have to reclaim those resources that have been stolen from us by these corporations and whoever else got their name on the oil, got their name on the natural resources of this earth. Whoever got your name on them, we the people got to claim them back, reclaim that stuff back, and then delegate it the way it's supposed to be delegated so that it addresses the concerns of all the people. And nobody getting profit off it, getting rich off of it while people are suffering and dying and people are fighting wars and killing each other over stuff that God gave the human race. No, it's time for that stuff to stop. You sitting down here right now fussing, talking about, you won't let me be your God, so I'm going to cut your Medicaid. You won't let me be your God, so I'm not going to give this estate. Don't you dare talk like a fool, a silly fool. Then about talking about what they're not going to give you. Who the hell do they think they are to tell the people of this earth that God has provided for what you going to do to cause them pain and suffering? Well, they do it because they don't know any better. And me raising my voice ain't going to change nothing. They do not know any better. But I'm saying, if there are those of you who know better, I shouldn't have to say a thing because the evidence, you got the receipts, but you have nothing like the receipts you're about to get. Because it's time, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that people stand up for people. It's time that if nobody stand up for people, somebody got to stand up for people. And I'm going to stand up for people. You know why I'm going to stand up for people? Why? Because I've gone through as much pain as any man on the face of the earth. I might not have gone through the same pain, but I've gone through as much pain as you've gone through. I've hurt. I've been broken. My heart has been broken. My soul has been broken. Yes, I've gone through pain. I've gone through suffering. And I don't like it. And I don't believe anybody likes it. And I tell you this, you cannot trust people who have ridden to the top on your pain like they are doing now. So my plea to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I don't care where you come from. I don't care where you thought you were going. I'm trying to tell you, let us change this thing. Because as far as I can see, there's too much pain, there's too much suffering out here. And it seems like there is no difference between human beings, black and white, and men and women, and all that other stuff. Then when you watch the wild kingdom out there and you see snakes eating other animals, or when you see other animals eating smaller animals, when you just see animals attacking animals trying to survive, we might not be eating animals like that, but our struggle for survival is the same as that out there with those wild beasts. And you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, but you can't be ashamed because you don't know any better. Somebody came and told you that there were those that is superior to others, that there are those who deserve more than others, that they were better than others. And then in order to support that, they stole the land. They made slaves. They stole the resources. They corrupted everything. And everything is corrupted today, even with all of our various faiths and all of our religion. It exists in the middle of total corruption. And it only exists because it does not challenge corruption. It doesn't challenge corruption. And I wanted you to know that it does not. Christianity, as we know it today, does not challenge corruption. All of this corruption in America today is founded up on Christianity. Christianity. So I want you to know it ain't really about any of that. It's about God and you knowing God. And to know God means that you know and you know. And that means, my friend, that it is God that you've been to. What does that mean? That means ain't no hunger in America. Ain't no lack of education in America. Everybody got a job. Everybody's respectable. Everybody is somebody. And everybody's needed and everybody's wanted and everybody's appreciated. And thank God for you. And thank God for me for being able to stand before you and tell you there's a bright day ahead. But it starts today. It starts today. Those people out there trying to destroy this earth are out there all day working, all night working. And we haven't been doing anything. Oh. Well, that's because we didn't know. But the Spirit has moved me, and I've shared with you what is calling on us. It is the Spirit of love giving us an opportunity to know that we are needed, we wanted, we were mated for this, and it is our time. Nobody suffers. Nobody, American, other places in the world, we're going to have to stop it all. And we're going to do it because God is real and we are not fake. We are going to stop it. Goodbye for now.